just kind of having like a weekend reflection right now, and I think I had one of those kind of insightful periods where I was able to think a lot and not necessarily get answers to questions, but kind of have these new ideas pop into my mind that feel kind of useful in dealing with certain like lines of thinking that I often find myself in. So I did actually take some psychedelics yesterday and tried to explore some of these thoughts, but I didn't do it in a way that I expected was going to happen. It actually happened a bit more spontaneously, where usually I'll have questions or ideas that I would like to kind of explore, and often I find myself kind of dealing with one particular problem and trying to find like a solution actively and passively, subconsciously, as I'm kind of going through the trip. But this one was different because, even, an hour after I felt it, I actually began with a run, and an hour after I, first took it, I noticed kind of a calmness about me that I really don't have too often when I'm in that mode, that mindset of kind of tripping and like elevating, I guess. And it was strange because I don't typically find myself that deeply calm. Usually I'm a little bit paranoid at any given time. I'm a little edgy. I'm not like, looking over my shoulder all the time, but I'm just ready. I feel like I'm just kind of sharp and I can't really tune out certain things in that regard. But this particular mental pattern was like one that I couldn't really understand because I wasn't sure, is it coming from indifference? Is it coming from numbness? Is it coming from a sense of completeness, or contentment with the situation? I wasn't exactly sure, so I kind of thought through these different possibilities, and I didn't really arrive at any particular thing except just this feeling that I'm a bit more on the level that I want to be than I expected I was, if that makes sense. Because before, a big theme was like elevating to the next level and like really pushing, and I'm kind of realizing maybe I am already at that next level. And not to say that I'm where I want to be at the end of the road, I'm just saying like maybe I am ironically where I already wanted to be. I'm just not able to like fully see it until I step back and really appreciate these little things that I've been working on and have grown in. Because if you're doing them every day, it's really hard to see your progress sometimes and to see like the larger picture of the changes you've made. And so I guess in that moment, I'm kind of seeing for the first time that, even in 1 month, 2 month, 3 month span, like the changes I've made to get to this level of acuity in terms of discipline, in terms of sharpness, in terms of reaction time, problem solving, it's all kind of coming together. And I think that is a sign that success is also around the corner. And I think it's on this current plane that I'm on now. I don't think that I need to shoot, for a rocket now. I think I'm pretty much eye level to where I need to be, if not a little bit more with an incline. And that's an exciting thought. So I'm really diving into that theme of all in right now. Just full power with the videos, full power with business stuff, full power with running, full power with all those little things that help you to keep accelerating and to maintain, to sustain. You know, I'm on that level where it's about, it's not a kick, but it's kind of a point where you really kind of comprehend your aerobic capacity. I don't even feel like it's anaerobic, like this plane. I think I'm still in an aerobic phase, but I'm transitioning into kind of a more developed, fuller, fitter, version. Pun intended, by the way, but kind of to speak in a metaphorical sense. Anyway, that being said, this video is just kind of to summarize those types of thoughts that I had. I feel like that's kind of what I'm attracted to now, is moving towards that version of me. And there was a thought that came to me, maybe on the yin yang, the contra, was a repulsion sense. And like, I can't help but feel repulsed nowadays. That's the best word for it. But I feel repulsed by people that don't want to be their best self, and like that have given up. And it's something I realized yesterday, especially. First I thought it was a feeling of disgust, and I was like, wait a second, that's not exactly. Literally wrote down different emotions that pertain to this feeling, like pity and loathe and hatred, but none of those felt like what I was feeling, because I don't hate people like that, and I don't pity, I don't feel sorry for them, people that have chosen a certain path. But what I do feel is a repulsion, meaning that I just don't want to be near them. And what I'm saying by them, I'm not even making a group necessarily. I'm trying to define a behavior of kind of settling or selling yourself short, or the big talkers, or just kind of this overly pessimistic or negative view of the world, trying to push that away from me and really just embrace the optimism and the positivity, because those are the things that keep me feeling strong. And I think where I'm headed now, I need to be strong. So it's just a matter of kind of releasing those feelings and just letting them, fuck off a little bit and keep their distance. So in that way, I'm a bit more reservationist. I'm still very caring and empathetic, but I'm okay with distancing myself from these more toxic entities or personalities, especially if they mean me harm. So in that way, it is something that I'm having a little bit of trouble with, because at times it can feel negative, because I'm so used to jumping in to help, to support, to be there, to listen, and now I'm doing so much less of it. So at times it makes me feel like I've lost something, but in fact, the truth is I haven't lost it, I've just retained it, and I just haven't shared it as readily or as easily with the world as I used to. But I still have so much to give, and I'm giving it in a different way. It's through my work, it's through how I move and how I talk, and it's there for people who really, I feel like, want it and crave it, and even maybe need it in some sense. And I'm going to keep giving to that group, whoever it is. So anyway, that's all I got to say for today. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, think about subscribing. There's a lot of momentum right now on this channel, which is cool, and I just want to see where it goes. At this point, I'm just going to keep going hard. Also, for the passion, I'm going to keep sharing while the spark is hot and the ideas are flowing. And if you like it, give me some support. some more motivation to keep pushing out these ideas and concepts. And I'll see you on the next one. So have a good night and peace.